So I think the moral of the story is that despite popular opinion, you actually don't need a car in LA as long as you know how to make stew. It's the 2-year anniversary of my car getting totaled in K-Town, and therefore 2 years of me living carless in Los Angeles. It took longer than I'd like to admit, but last year I finally got over the mental hurdle of biking in this car-centric city. Ben also recently downsized his car, and both of those things usually aren't issues except for when I have a harebrained idea and need to go to the hardware store. I'm currently trying to upgrade my garden, and part of that is building this big wooden trellis. And I'd be lying if I said that I didn't consider whether there might be a way for me to tow 8-foot wood planks on my bike. But luckily I came to my senses and realized it's probably a better idea for me to barter with my friend Leon and have him help me pick up the wood with his car. And since I'm still on my beef stew kick, I decided to make him a Vietnamese style beef stew called boko, which I'm definitely saying wrong. I gathered half the aromatics from my garden and the other half from a local Indian market. And I'm obsessed with this place because despite being super small, they always have a really fresh, really great selection of produce. And they have saved me so many times from having to buy the wrinkled, shriveled up, sad ginger from Western markets. To make the stew, I seared a combination of oxtails and shank, or at least as close to a sear as I could get in the Instant Pot. And I used to make all of my stew with chuck, but I am so bought in on shank now. It just makes for such a perfect, tender, velvety stew. Then I sauteed onion, shallots, and ginger. I added tomato paste, ketchup, cinnamon, lemongrass, star anise, soy sauce, and fish sauce, along with some rock sugar, salt, and MSG. And I completely forgot to buy garlic, so I just added in some garlic powder. And while that was cooking in the Instant Pot, I realized that I also forgot carrots and daikon, so Ben went out and got me this huge carrot and I added that in, along with the sliced daikon and some tomatoes. I let that cook down a little bit more to let all of the flavors meld and to boil off some of the extra liquid, and by then the meat was falling off the bone and it was so silky and tender. I served the stew alongside my first attempt at sourdough baguettes, which were lumpy and kind of rustic, but very tasty. And look, I know it's not my judgment call to make, but I definitely think that this meal was worth the effort required from Leon.